is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is your boy Gray, and I'm bringing you guys probably the best full Magicka Necromancer build that people will probably be using next patch if you enjoy the Necromancer, right? So, let's jump right into it. So, for the gear, we are running Draugr Lightning Staff and Draugr as a 5-piece set. So, this will increase your damage done, but it doesn't really give you good healing, okay? But that's fine. Then we're running Rallying Cry on the back bar. Yes, Rallying Cry. You're mainly doing this so you can get that crit resist as well as some decent damage from it. It's not too bad. Then, if you want, you can run Balorgs or you can run Roxas. I found it to be better with Roxas, but if you like that more damage, obviously go with Balorgs, right? I'm still testing out stuff, but I have 2 medium on the monster set. I'm running a heavy trainee reinforced chest. This will give you the most optimal safety defense in a sense, right? With the armor statuses. And then we have Draugr Sash well fitted. Then we have Rallying Cry hands and feet well fitted with in-pen legs. You want to run all tri-stat glyphs if you can. If not, if you want more Magicka in there, more health, it all depends on what you prefer. But I'm running one Magicka and then the rest are tri-stat as well as the shield tri-stat. Then we're going to the jewelry. We are running Infuse for everything. We are running Markin. If you want to change out Markin for, anything here, you go with Malakath, you go with Death Dealers, you can go with Ring of the Hunt, you can go with Pale Order. If you want to run all jewelry and say you want to run Left-Hander's Aegis Belt, and you want to run all well fitted so you have that shield, it all really comes down to what you prefer, honestly. But I found it to be the best with Markin so far from what I've tested. And we are running all multi-effect enchants for mag recovery with damage, okay? Then, we'll jump into the stat sheet. We have 30 points into Magicka, 34 into health. We are running the Atro Mana Stone. If you prefer a different Mana Stone, by all means run it. We are a Stage 3 Vampire. And these are just the soft stats right now, not fully buffed up. Then we'll jump into the skills. We are running Gravelord Sacrifice. This is the new morph of the Magicka Blastbone skill. They changed it, so the reason we are running this is, if you read it, right, you master the necromantic energies for 20 seconds, increasing your damage done with Gravelord damage and damage over time effects by 20%, okay? And then you still get that corpse that you can consume for a good heal. Then you run an Elemental Susceptibility. We're mainly doing this so we get the extra penetration, 6k pretty much. Then you run an Avid Boneyard. So Boneyard is in the Gravelord skill tree. And this still hits like a truck, okay? So we are currently at a 14k dot as well as an 8k synergy. So it still hits decently hard. Then we're running Ricochet Skull. We are running this now over Force Pulse solely because of this new Blastbone skill. So this gives you 20% more damage on your skull. And then every third cast, you deal 50% more damage. So that's 70% more damage on just this one skill, which I think is crazy. Added up by Draugr and Rallying Cry, and then your light attack buff, and everything you get buffed up wise. This is so crazy. It is so strong. Okay, I think it's gonna be disgusting. Especially come to the new patch. I think this is going to be a very viable 1vx Necromancer build if you would prefer to run something like this, right? For all the Necromancer mains out there that don't enjoy playing Crow right now because they think it's a pay-to-lose class, I think this can change your mind. Then you run a Mortar Coil for obvious reasons. You get a nice heal, you also get sustain, and you get more healing done while slotted. Then you run a Dawnbreaker. If you want to change out this, you can. I've tried Pestilence Colossus. You can put on the Bone Goliath if you want. I tried out the Destruction Staff ultimate. Like, there's plenty of ultimates you can try with this, right? You could go with Vampire even and get even more max Magicka, and you'd probably hit a lot harder too. It all, it kind of just depends on what you feeling. Like, if you want to run Meteor, go with Meteor. You also get more Magicka from that. Be pretty strong, honestly. So, it all depends on your playstyle and what you feel is better. I like the Dawnbreaker combo with the Ricochet Skull into the Avid Boneyard. I think it works nice. All right, let's move on to the back bar. Degeneration. We are running this so we can run tripods on the front bar so we don't have to worry about any spell buffs or anything like that. We run degen. Also, it increases your dots or gives you an extra dot that adds on with this, okay? So that's nice. Then you're running Race Against Time, Spirit Guardian for obvious reasons. Every Necromancer will run this for 10% damage mitigation as well as a slow heal. Then we run in Summoner's Armor. We mainly do this so when we hit our Blast Bones, like this doesn't really cost us anything. So yeah. And then Resistant Flesh for obvious reasons. It's your main spammable heal. So on and so forth. Then we run a Spell Wall. I think Spell Wall is probably the best ultimate you can run, especially while being outnumbered. You just take pretty much no damage for 7 seconds. It's basically an immortal skill, and it's super strong. Okay, so I think I went over everything but the CP. We'll go over the CP at the very end. So right now I'm going to go over the basic stats and stuff, minus Rallying Cry. So we'll do this. Do 1, 2, 3. 5k damage with, in total, it'll be over 16,000 penetration just because of your elemental susceptibility. And then let me get a light attack buff. Our Ricochet Skull goes up to 16k. That is a crazy skull, okay? So we'll do a fully buffed up damage proc so you guys can see the full rotation. So now we're fully buffed up. We hit this, elemental susceptibility. We're going to drop this into a Dawnbreaker, into a Skull, into your Avid Boneyard, and that'll probably give you the most damage output. So again, you're going to have all these buffs fully up. Once you have your degen, you're going to hit your Gravelord's Embrace, elemental susceptibility, Avid Boneyard. You're going to hit your 2 Ricochet Skulls, and then on your last Ricochet Skull, you're going to hit Dawnbreaker, Avid Boneyard, into Ricochet Skull again, okay? And that's pretty much it for the combo. Let's jump right into the CP. So green, doesn't really matter. The only one I have is Siege Blessing for now, just so I can move around faster because I enjoy the way it feels. Alright, so we're going to go right into the blue tree. We have Focus Mending, Master at Arms, Deadly Aim, and Ironclad. If you want to swap out CP, whatever you feel is better. If you want to try Fighting Finesse or something like that, you can. If you want to try, Biting Aura, it'll give you something. If you want to try Thaumaturge, it'll help. It all depends on what you feel. This is just what I've tested so far, and it feels comfortable. Red tree, we have Celerity, Survival Instincts, Pain's Refuge, and Saved by Suffering. Pain's Refuge is guaranteed on every single build. Celerity you can swap out. So there's a couple things I wanted to try. If you want to swap out Celerity for Relentlessness, you 100% can. You'll become even more tanky. I like Celerity because I'm an orc on this build, and so I can just sprint for non-stop and just fly across anything, right, just by sprinting. So that's why I prefer it. If you want to swap that out, you can. If you also want to get more damage, you can by swapping this out for Blood Mist, right? You'll get extra increased damage for a couple of seconds. That'll also increase your damage, and this will also give you another small heal if you think you need it. I personally prefer Race Against Time, but that's just me. I think I've covered everything at this point. If you guys have any questions, put it in the comments below. This is still on the PTS. It's only a couple days after the PTS has been live. This is not confirmed with everything yet, so come live patch, this might change. But as of right now, this build is 100% viable in my eyes and from what I've tested. So, yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.